Pre-colonial period, pre-16th century. Before the arrival of European colonizers, the Philippines was inhabited by various indigenous groups. These early inhabitants engaged in trade with neighboring kingdoms, developed their own unique cultures and societies, and practiced animism and polytheism. Spanish colonization, 16th to 19th centuries. In 1521, the Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan arrived in the Philippines while searching for a westward route to the Spice Islands. He was killed in a skirmish with a local chieftain, but his expedition marked the beginning of Spanish colonization. The Spanish established a presence in the archipelago and gradually extended their control over the islands. The Philippines became a Spanish colony, and Catholicism was introduced as the dominant religion. Spanish rule lasted for about 3 centuries and had a profound impact on the country's culture, language, and society. The Philippine Revolution, late 19th century. Inspired by nationalist sentiments and various socio-economic factors, a movement for independence began to emerge in the late 19th century. Leaders such as José Rizal and Andrés Bonifacio spearheaded this movement, which sought to end Spanish colonial rule. The Philippine Revolution erupted in 1896 and was marked by a series of armed uprisings and battles. Despite initial successes, the revolution was eventually suppressed by the Spanish authorities. American colonization, 20th century. Following the Spanish-American War in 1898, the Philippines came under American control as part of the Treaty of Paris. Initially, the United States promised to grant the Philippines independence, but instead, it established a colonial administration. This led to a new wave of nationalist movements and resistance against American rule. The Philippine-American War ensued from 1899 to 1902, resulting in the eventual defeat of the Filipino forces. The United States maintained colonial control over the Philippines until after World War II. Japanese occupation and independence, World War II. During World War II, the Philippines was occupied by the Japanese Empire from 1942 to 1945. The Filipino people, led by various resistance groups, engaged in guerrilla warfare against the Japanese forces. The liberation of the Philippines began in 1944 when American forces, together with Filipino guerrillas, launched a campaign to retake the islands. The Philippines finally regained its independence on July 4, 1946, becoming a sovereign nation.
Post-independence. After independence, the Philippines faced various challenges, including political instability, economic development, and social issues. Different presidents and administrations implemented policies to address these challenges, but the country still experienced periods of political turmoil and corruption.
Contemporary Philippines. In recent years, the Philippines has faced issues such as poverty, inequality, armed conflict, and natural disasters. It has also undergone economic growth and urbanization, particularly in metropolitan areas. The country continues to navigate political, social, and economic developments while striving for progress and stability.